Welcome to Jared's Bike Checks, where motorized bikes are a way of life. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so what I'm going to start posting for the next little while, well, including all the other stuff I post, but is of some trips that I had taken from 2018. Me and my buddy Tony tried to go across America. Well, half-ass intended on going across America to see my little brother in Fresno, California. Ended up making it, not as far as we'd have liked. Had all kinds of side adventures, but wasn't able to capture very much of it. Part of the reason why I started the channel, because I have future trips coming up in March that I'm going to be going on, and wanted to learn how to shoot videos. So I don't know how well I'm doing, but this will be my first, I guess, sit down and talk, and I don't know. What else can I put in there? Well, I should be like watching the first video or something right now, and I could be talking about it, and I don't know if anybody would be even interested in anything like that. But I didn't catch very much because I was very new to it and didn't know when to pull the camera out, for how long, and to shoot what. Didn't have a whole lot of memory in the little phone that I had at the time to do much. But every time I went into places like McDonald's or something, they would upload to Google Photos. And it's the only reason I have any part of the trip. So thank you, Google Photos, for saving those memories for me. I couldn't have done it myself. So me and Tony, we both put together two bikes. One was a giant Yukon is what I used, and he used a Trek 820. We put the 38cc Bike Berry lock and load kits on them. His went out before mine, but mine went out eventually. Both of them struggled in many ways that we both tried to deny that they were struggling so hard, but they were struggling. It turned out to be a lot more bike riding than motorized bike riding, just in that way, you'd have to pedal a little here and there. But that was the intent, to paddle and use the motor assist, but it was more like a brick assist in the back, and it didn't do as much as we had hoped. I mean, there were big areas that we had hoping that they would work on, and they didn't work nearly as well as we had hoped they would work. What else is there? Probably going to call this my safety meeting. How you like the old picture of America right there? So we started right about here. And we're going to go all the way across, all the way, and then turn up the west coast and see my little brother there in Fresno. Even if we'd have made it, it turns out he was in the midst of moving. More like Wyoming would have been a better destination, it turned out. Catch a quick safety meeting. What spurred me on to go in the first place? YouTube. Watching a bunch of YouTube videos, watching everybody's adventures, and trying to come up with something, I don't know, different and original. And said my hobby of motorized bikes is just that kind of adventure. So that was what that was. And then I talked Tony into it, which is, he shouldn't be listening to me sometimes. I'm always picking some sort of crazy adventure. I'd come up with the idea probably about 6 months beforehand, and slowly but surely pecked and wore at the project, trying to zero in on something, a design of some kind. I knew that the regular bike motor kit wouldn't make it. I'd already done trips on it. Wish I'd have had smartphone back in those days so that way I could documented it. I'm not sure if this thing is tracking my lips, is sound and everything coming out the same. I don't know. We're going to find out. I don't think I've looked at the camera once. Normally, I don't use this part of the camera. I use the backside so I don't end up looking at anything but the camera. Well, whatever. I flipped it around this time because it showed the map on the right side of me. So yeah, so primarily we stealth camped, and that's it. Primarily stealth camped. Didn't look to do too much other than that. Stayed in a park, I think just once on the whole thing. In a regular campground.